Hi, welcome back to Cbse Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain. Today we are discussing what precautions you should be taking while calculating national income by income method. We discussed earlier why should we take precautions in any method while calculating national income. Precautions are very important to calculate national income by any method. Otherwise, you may get wrong values or exaggerated values, some values which are not supposed to take in national income. You will be including them by mistake. That's why precautions are very important. Mind it, from your board's point of view, the precautions many times came for 6 marks in the board exams, or maybe for 3 marks or 4 marks. Very simple. We have already discussed to calculate national income by income method. How do you calculate national income by income method? To refresh your memory, that will help you to take precautions. We take all factor incomes, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. These are the 4 factors. Whatever they earn in terms of rent, interest, profits, wages and salaries, we include it because that's leading to some production. They are economic activities. So obviously we take only those incomes. Apart from that, we should not be taking any other incomes. Otherwise, you may get wrong national income statistics. So only these 5 incomes should be taken while calculating national income. Keep in mind, one is compensation of employees, that's wages and salaries. Number 2, rent. Number 3, royalty. Number 4, interest. Number 5, profits. And the last one is mixed income. These are the factor incomes or factor payments. Apart from this, there may be some incomes which you are receiving it that should not be included. For example, you may be getting a scholarship, or some people may be getting subsidies in the economy. That should not be included while national income. Why? Because they are mere transfer payments or transfer incomes. Because they are mere transfers. The government is transferring money to you for doing nothing absolutely. They are non-economic activities. To take an example, let's see in detail now what are the precautions you should be taken while calculating national income by income method. The first precaution is money received by selling second-hand goods. Money received by selling any second-hand good, maybe a car, maybe a computer, maybe a laptop, maybe mobile phone, anything. Money received by selling second-hand goods should not be included because they are not a part of the current year production, because they have been taken in the year they were manufactured. They are not being produced this year, so please don't take them while calculating national income. If you didn't get it, we'll take an example. Suppose you purchased a computer 2 years back for maybe 50,000 rupees. Now you sold it for 10,000 rupees. The 10,000 rupees is not income generated this year. It was included in the year it was manufactured. This is a second-hand goods income that should not be taken. So simply remember, money received by selling second-hand goods should not be included while calculating national income or national product because they are not a part of the current year production. Their incomes have, their values have been taken in the year they were manufactured. So we should not take by money received by selling second-hand goods. Number 2, money received by selling shares, bonds, debentures, we call them as securities, should not be included because they do not lead to any production. In the economy, you see people selling shares, bonds, debentures. That's not leading to any production. Every second, millions and trillions of shares and bonds are sold. Does it lead to any production? No. These are mere financial transactions. Only the ownership of shares has changed and no economic activity, no production has taken place. That should not be taken. Reasoning is very important. They may ask you why you don't take money received by selling shares, bonds, because it does not lead to any production. Only the ownership of shares has changed. They are mere financial transactions. Number 3, illegal incomes. Which are the illegal incomes, like income of smugglers, black marketers, should not be included because they are non-economic activities. They do not lead to again any production. Illegal incomes like income of these smugglers, black marketers should not be included because no productive economic activity is taking place. I repeat again, the first point is money received by selling second-hand goods should not be taken because they are not a part of the current year production. Their value was accounted for or taken in the year they were manufactured. Number 2, money received by selling shares, bonds, debentures should not be included because they are mere financial transaction. Only the ownership of the shares has taken place, no production. And the last one here, illegal incomes should not be included because they are non-economic activities and no production is taking place. These 3. Now we come to the 4th one. But however, commissions and brokerage paid to second-hand dealers or shares, debentures, whoever, there are some share brokers, they charge you some commission for selling and buying shares. That should be taken because he is providing you services this accounting year. So commissions and brokerage paid to the second-hand dealers, for that matter, any dealer should be included because they are economic activities. And now I'll take you here. Any kind of transfer incomes or transfer payments. What are transfer incomes or transfer payments? They do not lead to any production. Like your dad gives you pocket money, that doesn't lead to any production. The government gives you scholarships, we pay taxes to the government gives subsidies to people, unemployment allowance, or government may give to the poor people pensions, old age pensions. That should not be taken while calculating national income because they are mere transfers for which no production takes place, one-sided payment. Like you pay someone, in return you get nothing. They are mere transfer payments. And then we come to these 3 are included in all the methods. Imputed rent of owner-occupied houses should be included. If you are staying in your home, whether you give it on rent or stay yourself, the house is providing you rent. That's economic activity. Imputed rent of owner-occupied houses should be included. Value of goods kept for self-consumption should be included. A farmer has produced 100 quintals of rice, even if he is consuming 20 for his own family, but while calculating national income, we should take 100 quintals. So this we call it as value of goods kept for self-consumption should be taken because the production has taken place and it is an economic activity. And own account, I told you in earlier classes, own account means for your own use. Production of fixed assets should be taken. Like in villages, farmers and all, they make their own house, they make their own farm implements. That should be included because they are not selling it to the market. If they had sold it, they would have got the money. So that should be included. These 3 comes everywhere. Now sum it up, what are the precautions you should be taking while calculating national income? The first precaution is, we go by the same order, money received by selling second-hand goods should not be taken because they are not a part of the current year production. Their value was taken in the year it was manufactured. Number 2, money received by selling shares, bonds, debentures or securities should not be taken because they are mere financial transactions and no production is taking place. We call them financial transactions. Only the ownership of shares has changed, nothing else in the economy. Illegal incomes like income of smugglers, black marketers should not be taken because they are non-economic activities. And then come here, any kind of transfer incomes or transfer payments like scholarships, unemployment allowance, subsidies should not be, old age pension should not be taken. It does not lead to any production. They are unilateral payments, one-sided. Commissions and brokerage paid to the second-hand dealers or share brokers should be taken because they are economic activities. Imputed rent should be included. That's also economic activity. Value of goods kept for self-consumption should be included. That's also, you write it as economic activity. And own account production of fixed assets should also be included. They're all economic activities. So there are 8 of them are given in the income method. Value, most important, value of second-hand goods should not be taken. Sale and purchase of bonds, debentures, securities should not be taken. And next you have illegal income should not be taken. Any kind of transfer incomes like scholarship should not be included. These 4 are very important. That's all we have time for today. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye from Saddam Hussein. Best of luck for exams. Please share, subscribe and like. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye.